In this video, I will explain how you can tackle this particular task. So what you are asked to do is firstly to create this array, and secondly you need to create code which increases each age stored within the array by 1. So we will start by navigating to REPL. So we can start by creating a REPL. We'll choose Python as a language and type in array ages plus 1 as the name. We'll create the REPL and tidy up the screen a bit so we can see the working a bit easier. Okay, now on the first line we will type age equals, and I'll just type out all the ages that we saw on the initial task. So we've just created an array by using the square brackets and adding each of the items. Now we're going to create a second list. We'll call it age 2, and what this one is going to do is, once again using square brackets, we're going to type in x plus 1 for x in age. So what this is going to do is it is going to iterate for each of the items in the array, and it will simply add 1 to each of them. And then we're nearly completed with the task. So we'll just create a loop down here for I in age 2, print and so this section of the code should simply print out each item of age down the page vertically, and if it's working the way it should, each of these items should have been increased by 1. And it looks as though they have. Now finally we just want to convert our Python code into pseudocode. So we can do that by just copying it and pasting it over to our workspace over here. And to convert this into pseudocode, we can actually add a line above here which will declare our array. So we'll say declare ages array 110 of integer, because when we write something in pseudocode we must declare the array at the start. Now the next line over here actually is exactly the same as in Python, but setting up the loop and also age 2 is going to be slightly different. So here we'll add a line where we say for I, so we are going to use the variable, in this case I rather than x, which we use over here, for I, and we will say for I equal to 1 to 10. So notice a key difference, of course, is we use this type of arrow for pseudocode rather than equals. Ages I equals ages I plus 1. So this is actually the equivalent of this line down here. Oh, it also really should be indented, this particular line of pseudocode. Now finally, a key difference when we use pseudocode is we need to type in next I to signify that it is the end of the loop. Then finally, this final line where we print I, we need to also add that. So we could simply type, because it is pseudocode, output I in pseudocode, output being the equivalent of print in Python.